Welcome back to the Davy Brown 990 Restoration channel. My name's Barry. What are we going to be doing today? In a minute, we're going to nip out of the garage. We're going to get some tools together, some bits and pieces, and we're going to shoot across to the farm, and we're going to get on, strip that second axle out, the replacement axle. We're going to empty it completely, pull the seal carriers, take the brake shoes off, pull the pins off that the shoes pivot on, take the activators out. We're going to strip it to the bare casting. It's going to get a pressure wash. It's going to get put in a trailer and brought here, and it'll sit at the bottom of the yard for a couple of days. We cannot really do an awful lot outside at the minute. Betty the blackbird, as you'll see at the end of the video, Betty the blackbird's outside with her chicks. She's got two in the garden. The other two appear to be two doors down in the neighbour's garden. I think he's looking after them, the old daddy boy. But anyway, so we're going to sort the tools out. Away we go. Let's crack on. So we're just going to do some preparation here for the jobs we're going to get done this week. This scrap axle, nettles. This scrap casting is going to get lifted out of here. We're going to put it over there somewhere. That's going to be at the scrap yard. It's finished. I might pull the brake actuators off, we'll see. But that's going to be at the scrap yard. The replacement casting in the back box is going to get unwrapped, and it's going to come out of these nettles, and we're going to go over here a bit, and we're going to get it ready for probably tomorrow. I'm probably going to come back tomorrow and start to whip out all the internals off that axle, so we've got it like this, and then we'll decide whether it's going up to Manas to get shot blasted or whether we're going to tackle it with a wire brush. So let's crack on. All we're going to do is quickly rig this, shift it, get ourselves a clean pallet. Pick up all the rubbish that's left lying about, and then get that one uncovered and see where we're at. Right, so we'll get one mess cleaned up, see what we've got left. They're painful, them nettles. I'll end up with a load of rashes this afternoon off them nettles. That's one of the tits. I put it in there. One of the tits off the casting. Christmas, isn't it? It's amazing the way the weeds grow. We've got this trussed up like a Christmas turkey here. That's still some of the pipe work in, the brake shoes is still on. Oh, and the seal carriers are still in as well, I forgot. That's good. Thank you very much, Colin. Much obliged. A nice transport box. levels. This will want a damn good pressure wash when we get it out of here, because it is a bit. But having said that, that's what stops it kind of rusty, isn't it? Still got a lot of paint on it and all, this one. There we go. Right, get that lifted up, put on my nice clean pallet out there. That down on that nice clean pallet. So see, that's there's an awful lot of brown paint still on that, which is good. That's excellent. Just trying to think of the best way to put this down. As dowels are still in, connection to the hydraulic cylinder still there. Diff lock actuators there. Camel's humps are missing. But it's not worry, I've got camel's humps. Casting's beautiful. I knew Colin wouldn't send us a duff casting, right? Yes, I knew he wouldn't. He never would. That's not Colin's nature. Do a trick like that. That way. Right, let me get this on the floor, see what's going on. You gotta watch what you're doing walking around with these. I just didn't bother to put the forks on this morning because Gemma will need this later for feeding. Right, let's go and shift this JCB and we'll sort things out. I don't think there's much to do on that. There's a couple of studs in it, a couple of dowels left in it. That pipe's bent, but I'm absolutely convinced I can get a valve spring, get a pipe spring and heat that up, get that back into shape. I've got there the supply to the cylinder, the manifold blocks in, the little pipe from the valve chest to this system is not in here, but it is in a bucket in there. Colin sent that down for us. Take that out, but I'm going to keep that because mine's still got the port here for the suction valve. So if anybody knows, can you still buy them suction valves? I've got the inset, I've got the brass inset. I need the pressure switch, the suction pressure switch. If anybody knows where I can get them, see what's going to come off it. So I want circular pliers, the right ones this time, not the wrong ones. External circular pliers for here. Get that off, pop that out, punch the pipe work out. Well, not punch it, push it. It just simply drops out. We'll double nut this and pull this out. Get a hold of that with a pair of wall grips or swan neck pliers. Get that out. That's working, but it's stiff. Spanner for that. I'm going to have a look tonight in the book. Rubber seals are still good on that. See about pulling these out so we can get all of this out. Brake shoes off. At least those carriers are all in one piece. Not a big job at all, is it? Huh? Not a big job at all. Those dowels are in better condition. That one's been actually pushed through, that way being popped out. So we'll pop these out completely and drive and punch them out. So I need a set of punches for that. We'll punch them out completely so we can get this cleaned. And then we will, I think, talk to Richard about getting it sandblasted, because I don't know. I'm going to give it a pressure wash tomorrow. I've got a pressure washer up there. I'm going to give it a pressure wash tomorrow. Get all this off, get it emptied, get it pressure washed out, have a better look at it, have a consideration as to what we're going to do. Because when all this muck's off, it'll look a totally different piece of kit. We've got fittings for that, so we'll mix and match. We'll get all the pipe work sorted out. It will work, promise you. That's lovely, that. Get some new linings, get them riveted on. And get these out, pop this bottom pin out as well. The internals in this is amazing, much cleaner than mine, much cleaner. And then that other one can get away at the scrapyard out the way. I don't like hanging on to broken bits, it's absolutely no good. Because I've got my replacement. We'll just need to do, tomorrow we'll do some physical comparisons, make sure that everything's right with it. I can't see being wrong, to be honest with you. Can't see being wrong. But right, so tomorrow we'll come back and we'll start and get this to bits, won't we? First thing, I'm going to whip this plug over here. This is, oh, it's not even tight. Right, we'll have that out of there, put it in the basket. So, that will get the circlip off there with the correct pliers this time. Right, we'll whip this circlip off. See how I'll get a bag. I was looking for one of them this morning, the little ones like that. All what bits in the bag down there for the minute. I'm going to try and get out the activator. I'll turn that sideways. I need the activator out for the diff lock. Now there's thank you very much, Dan. Very kind of you. Yes, in the back seat under the blanket. Oh, that's lovely, that. So, no thank you. But don't forget, in there is a key right there. So kind of punch that straight through to come out. We need to like lever, put my belly on it. That'll get it moving. Like that, you see? Put a big fat belly on it. That makes it move. There we go. That come off nicer than the other one, didn't it? Which makes you believe that it is a newer axle. Right. We'll get that key out of there. In the absence of a chisel, use a screwdriver. That's the correct use for screwdrivers anyway, isn't it? There we go. Key out. Screwdrivers aren't for taking screws out. Never were. Anybody that invented screwdrivers take keys out. Nice and gently. There we go. And the circlip's still on the back of that one. I tell you what, that's in much better condition. The O-ring's there, by the way, that's broken, but there's the O-ring that's in the top of there. That shoe was in far better condition than the one I took out earlier. And that's twisted. I wonder if it's supposed to be twisted. The other one was as well, but I thought that was me. I thought I had twisted it. Because I've actually put in the vise and straightened it. I'll have to make some inquiries about that. So put that in there, put the O-ring in there with it. I brought a towel, wipe your hands with. Right, part number one off. Adjustables. There's a big union in here. You saw it on the other axle. Crack the union if you can. Got it. Got the devil. There we go. Perseverance. Tenacity. You've got to keep going. Nuts and bolts. Can't beat you, man. Nuts and bolts can't beat you. Remember, if all else fails, there's always a hacksaw. Well, not really. But we need all the bits, don't we? Diamond fire. There we go. We'll go in there. There we go. Come off, you devil. One O-ring. This pipe should just push out of there. What's stopping it? Tell you what, there's spaces at a premium in there, isn't it? Bring that right forward. This is like a jigsaw. You've got to get the... Whoa! Let's have a look. Here's me saying to you, it's got to be an easy job. Oh, that was a good shot. Straight at me tee with the handle of the screwdriver. Right, one piece of the puzzle out. One piece of pipework. I'm having a good time today hitting the parts trays. Now, can we get this one out? Right, there's another bit out. There's another bit out. This is the bit that's damaged. It's kinked here. And the iron is kinked here. So apart from the fact I've got to get them all cleaned out, I need to get this straightened so I can get something in to reshape. That's probably going to be a pipe bending spring and a bit of heat. We'll get it. It will work. I promise you it will work. Okay, what we've got left to get out? You can see me going to have a lovely bath when I get home tonight, because I tell you what, it's actually cracking here the day, isn't it? The other day I was watching Bundy Bear Shed, Lance, and he was sitting in his shed. It was 21 degrees and he had a big coat on, because obviously the temperatures they're used to down there in the 30s and 40s, so when it drops to 20 it's cold for them. I think it's about 19 degrees here today, and this is hot enough for me. It really is, because it's any hotter than this, and we're having severe difficulties in the UK. And I don't think it's rained in the UK for quite some while now, and it's that hard, the ground at the minute. Little Betty the blackbird, I'm having to buy dried food worms for her. But what I'm having to do, manifold block out, what I'm having to do with the mealworms, because the little ones get their moisture from the food and they obviously kind of drink, what I'm having to do with the little ones is I'm soaking the mealworms in water till they go soft again, because they're hard and brittle, aren't they? So I'm soaking them till they go soft, and I put them out in a little dish just below a box. And as soon as you put them down, she's out. Her and the hubby, up and down, continually feeding the little ones. Right. Mine are getting big. Oh, they're not getting big. They're on the timetable of scales, if you can believe timetables. They are ready to fledge, leave the nest. Should be this weekend. Right, let's have our brake shoes off. That was the one, the last nest vulture had. I'm going to turn this brake up to full. We'll do the same as the last time, just leave these off. The last one she had, this is the one that's still kicking about my garden, coming getting fed. She got it at Deb's greenhouse, and she got wedged down behind the little incinerator bin that we have in there, and I had to go in, move all the gear, then step back and let Mammy come in and get her, try and get her out. But she's that little tinkers. They are that little tinkers. Right, so I was going to leave her them off there the same as I did the last time, but I've actually got a feeling that with these being better shoes, there's a big nut in here, hex head. Doesn't want to let them come off, so I'm going to get a pair of pliers. See if we kind of pull them springs out the way. See? See if we can get a hold of that somehow. There we go. One spring off. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, there we go. It's a bit rough on our, but it works, doesn't it? So, pop them in there. Put the baggie. Our springs, put 2 springs in that one. We'll get the other 2 springs off at the other side. Fans will be laughing at us. There we go. It took some getting off, didn't it? Right. Another little job done. It's off. Right. What we've got left to do? We've got studs to pull out, dowels to pull out. Where's me screwdriver? Let's have a bit of a scratch on here. Right, get a socket onto that. There we go. It's a cotter pin through the bush. So I would imagine, not tight like. Same sort of thing you used to get on your old bicycle pedals, can you remember? Take that pin and there'll be a hole drilled into the shaft and into the shoulder, the collar. And what you do, loosen the nut, take it off, put it back on till the nut is just standing proud of the threads. What you don't want to do, it doesn't matter belling the nut over, you can file the nut square again. What we don't want to be doing is damaging the threads. There's what punch. That's nice and loose now. There you go. See if we can. Really big. That one. 2 washers. Shake proof washer, and a plain washer in the bag. There you go. See how there's taper there? So it pulls in, tightens everything up. Again, straight into the bag, out the way. Let's not start to lose things. Funny looking. See, there's the groove for the cutter pin up there. They're quite heavily pitted in the middle. They're not worn there. They look worn, but they're not. Just a bit of pitting going on there, but that's not going to matter. Nice bushes in there. This side, oil bushes. What's on this side? Pair of oil bushes on that side, no. Which is running on there and there, isn't it? No, there and there. In the middle. Right, seal away. Pin away. Yoke away. The good thing is, stop corrosion setting in. Right. Somebody's been at that nut. But I'll get it. You want to tap it on too hard. There we go. Pop them onto there so we don't lose them. Here we go. Yes, it is. That was a bit more corroded. I don't know how they get lubricated in there. There's the seal. There must be, I don't know if they're just, I know the oil light bushes, like brass bushes full of holes that with the material in the middle that you soak oil into. Pull the seals out now. The seal carriers out. Well, through our clearance holes. Screw them in. We've got a bit of wildlife going on here. Right, so put our 3/8 UNF in instead of keep taking them off the heads and replacing them. That's because you're clever lads, you see. Isn't it? That coming. Hopefully these carriers are going to be round and not rugby balled. Right, we're going to run out of space there. Push. There we go. And you see, I've screwed them studs in, pushed the seals out, which is fine, that's alright. They're going to get replaced. Centre here. So we're going to turn those bolts over now, put them in long ways. There's the other one, there it is. I'll cut this one in half. The threads on the end were damaged and simply wouldn't go in. And these are extremely tight in there. So I've got a feeling this actually might be different size thread. Screws my head for a minute. I need to see what's going on in there. There we go. Back in business. A couple of turns on it. Right, what have we got left to take out now? Final seal carrier. Put them in there for the minute. We've got 2 dowels, stud and a dowel. And I think probably 2 dowels on that side. I'm going to do here, put that in there like that, because that is going to go flying. There's one out. Another bag. Everything goes in bags, don't forget that. Everything goes in bags, like it is. Not a through hole either. There we go. In the bag. Right, so we're slinging this up. We're going to take it up there. We're going to pressure wash it. Get it all cleaned off, see what happens. We're going to sling it in the back of a trailer, take it back across home today, and we'll take that other one and we'll bring it back down here and we'll park it in here. I've pulled out the final pinion for the brakes, the pivot point for the brakes. Managed to get them out. I had to put a 15-16 socket on the little head and a 15-16 spanner on the nut on the inside to get it to shift. Right, let's crack on. Betty.
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Would you, darling?
Yeah, of course I would.
That would be so good of you. If you could please do that for me. Watch our ankles. We'll have to hide it. Right, well that's it for this video. Thanks very much for joining me. We've got the axle down at the bottom of the garden. Got it covered up with an old tea cloth there, not a tea cloth, tablecloth. Keep the rain off. It's supposed to be going to rain tonight. I would have took you outside and showed you, but as you've seen the clip, Betty the blackbird's run about, and she's got a chick just outside this window. There's a seat against the wall. She's got one chick sitting on the seat. Down the bottom of the garden, that's the little birdhouse we built her that she didn't use because she didn't like it. She liked the letterbox better. There's another one sitting on the fence right next to that bird box. So we're minimising our amount of work that we're doing outside just to give them a bit of peace and quiet. I put them a couple of little bowls of worms out there, and she's going absolutely demented, feeding the little ones, trying to get them grown up. But I tell you what, mate, it's red hot today. I think it's going to have a thunderstorm later on, but never mind. As I say, thanks for joining us. If you like our channel, please like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Tell your mates about it. I think we're up to 227 subscribers now. We've grown quite well. This last couple of days, Lance McCaskill gave us a shout out, and he mentioned the channel, and he mentioned it, how good a job we were doing on the tractor, and we seem to have gained good few, I think about 20 subscribers since then. So it's really good. Over the moon with that. Over the moon. But please like and subscribe, tell your mates, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.